Good morning students. Now today we'll be going through the concept and characteristics of business. This is your chapter first of business studies. Now here we can see first the concept of business. So here business is a wide term. It includes all occupations in which people are busy in earning income either by production or purchase or sale or exchange of goods and services to satisfy the need of the people with the main objective of earning profit. So here they are saying that business is an activity, okay, or any kind of occupation, because there are different types of business in the market. So here the people are busy in earning income. So that is why the name is their business. Either they will be indulged in doing productions or purchasing raw material from some firms, or they'll be doing sales and exchange of goods and services. And they always say that they are satisfying the needs of the people or the society, but in reality the main objective of the company is to make profits. I hope this is clear. Now in modern times business is no longer dealing with goods and services. It cannot be defined in terms of profits only. It has become an integral part of the society. In modern time business includes the following activities. So now let us learn about those activities first. Creating customer, converting economic resources into goods and services, keeping in mind the preferences of the customer. Innovating new products or services. Marketing these innovative products so that these can reach the customers. So here the business today is not about just satisfying the need, but here the business is about creating a customer. It has been said that a happy customer brings more customer towards a company. So there are some managers in the company. They are called as personal relationship officers. Now these PROs, they just call the clients or the customers who purchase their products, and they ask whether they are happy or not. They also tell them that they are free to call or complain if they are not satisfied with the services or any kind of products, and they handle the complaints really well. Why they do like that? By doing this the customers are satisfied, they believe in the companies, and they make it a brand. So it will just be like a relationship between a customer and a company. And when a company gets such kind of customers who are loyal towards it, then definitely the next time when the customer will go to the market, he will buy the product of the same company who is in contact with it. So today the business is not about just selling the products and after that it is not the condition that company will not recognize you. No, here they are trying to maintain relationship. They are giving warranties, guarantees on their products, and especially good services. Even after sales the services are given. That's all create the demand in the market. And that customer, if he's a happy customer, definitely because of him more people will be advised by him about the company. So automatically marketing is done and the customer gets created in the market, which leads to profits of the company. Now converting economic resources into goods and services, keeping in mind the preferences of the customer. Now today if you are running a company, you have to use your resources and convert them according to the needs and preferences. Whatever the goods and services demanded in the market by the people, you will have to make changes in your existing product, or you will have to bring out something new in the market. That is called as innovation. Innovation is your third point of new products or the services. So first thing, converting the economic resources into goods and services means you'll have to think about the customer what they want, and you will be working according to that. Like we have seen in past in the case of, let me give a good example of Auto Bajaj. So Bajaj was having a product in the past which turned out to be a game changer for Bajaj company. The bike name is Bajaj Pulsar. Now Bajaj Pulsar, when it was launched, it was not sporty, it was just a normal standard bike with a big tank, and the youth generation really liked because of the change in shape and designs. After that, what happened, the youth generation, Bajaj realized that they want sports models, so they made Bajaj Pulsar sporty. They made changes according to the customers, because whatever the youth was demanding, they just delivered that. And today the Bajaj is at a very great position, so they are going according to the needs of the customer or preferences of the customers. C point, innovating new products or services. Now, innovation may lead to technological upgradations or production processes. When you bring out new innovative products, what happens? The customer gets attracted towards your product, and that also leads to the technological upgradation. You have seen these things in the past, which happened with the mobile companies. Earlier, we were not having smartphones, but today, because of technology upgradation, some innovative products are there, and because of that, today we are able to communicate with each other through WhatsApp and video callings. So, this is a thing that innovations brings more customers toward you. If you are coming out every time with some innovative new technology, then definitely the people think that the company which is bringing out the new products, definitely they'll be attracted. Marketing these innovative products and services so that these can change, or sorry, this can reach the customer. Now when the new product is launched, so the company should know that there is no possible demand for that product in the market. So what they will do? They should try to reach the customer by the various means, by creating a good channel of distribution. They will have to reach the customers. For that, a company may use advertisements or different media sources such as newspapers, websites to reach the customer. Then only the people will be able to find out that there is something innovative product which is there in the market. Then only they will get understanding about it, they will do research about the product, and then they will buy. But for that you will have to make a reach to the customer. Right now in today's time it is very easy. Right now we are having so many e-commerce websites like Amazon, Flipkart, so we can see the details of the products on it and we can place the order sitting at home. So these are innovative products with the innovative technology. So today in the society, all this business is so much mixed up that it is everywhere, in your home also, because when you place order at home, you can do it simply by the use of mobile phones, simply by touching the screen. So today the business is everywhere, we can see that. Now what are the characteristics or nature of the business? It is an economic activity, and as we already read about it, that economic activity is all about earning or making money. A person is doing activity just to make money. Okay. Now business is considered as an economic activity as it undertaken with the objective or aim to earning money and livelihood, and not for psychological satisfaction. So what is the first characteristic? That business is an economic activity. So we can say only that thing a business in which we make some profits. Okay. So where we earn money, we say that we are doing economic activities. So business is always an economic activity. On the other side, if you are just doing it for the satisfaction of your peace or mind state, then it is not a business, it is just a psychological satisfaction, it is a non-economic activity. Okay. Second characteristic, production or procurement of goods and services. So every business enterprise either produces or procure goods and services from producers. Goods may consist of consumer or industrial goods, and services may include transportation, banking, insurance, etc. So as we know that in the market, both the goods and services are being sold. So here every business enterprise, they either do production, just like suppose a company is there, Hindustan Unilever, so they are making toothpaste, soap and so many products. So they produce consumer goods. Okay. Consumer goods is written over here, consists of consumer. On the other side, some industrial goods are also there. So you'll have to procure those goods from the market. Like a company is there which is doing production, the same company, Hindustan Unilever, and they want some substances for making detergents and toothpaste. So definitely they will procure goods. Procure goods means raw material that which will be used in the production process. So that thing is called as procurement, when you arrange something in the company like raw material because you want to do further production. So the production and procurement of goods and services can be seen in the business. Okay. Similarly, transportation, banking, and insurance, these are services. These are also necessary in the business. They are also used. So, just like a company is purchasing raw material from the market, they purchase banking service, insurance service, and transportation services from the market. Third is sales and exchange of goods and services for the satisfaction of human need. Now here business involves sale or exchange of goods and services. The production of goods or services for self-consumption is not business. A farmer cultivating crop for himself and his family consumption only is not doing business. But the farmer who is cultivating crops for sale involves a business activity. Similarly, buying to gift to someone else is not a business. But buying goods for the resale business. So there must be a sale or exchange of goods or services in the business. Now here they are saying that if somebody is there who is simply doing a agriculture activity for his consumption, suppose a person is there, a farmer is there, he wants to grow crops. So why is growing? Because he wants to consume it, he and his family. Now here this is not a business because he is not doing an economic activity. But if there is a farmer who's cultivating crop for selling it in the market, then that definitely that is a business activity. Also buying or giving gifts to someone is not a business. Okay, but if you're buying and selling it to someone, then it's a business. Just like a resale. Like suppose we are purchasing from a distributor and we are a retailer and we want to sell that product to the customer. So this is a economic activity. This is business. Now the fourth point, dealing in goods and services on a regular basis. Another important feature of business is that it must sell or exchange goods or services on regular basis. Buying or selling goods or services once or twice is not business. One single transaction of sale does not constitute of business. For example, if a person sells his house to buy a new house, he is not doing a business. But a person buys and sells house on a regular basis to earn commission, then it will be considered as a business. Okay, so market till here. Now here they are saying that business is done on the regular basis. Suppose you have opened a shop and one day you have done the business, you sold sweets, and the next day you closed your shop. So was that business? No, because the business will be done on the regular basis. Here suppose you are selling your house to someone. In this case, is this a business? No, because this is not a regular activity. You are having a house, you wanted to sell, and you have just sold your house. That's it. Because you are not having more houses with you. Okay? So that is not a business. It is not an economic activity. But suppose you are a broker. You don't have any house, but you deal with the people who have property, and then you help them to sell their property to some other persons, and you charge a commission. So then you are a broker and you get commissions, which is called as brokerage. In this case, you are doing an economic activity and this is your business because you will be doing this on a regular basis. Next point is profit earning. The main purpose of the business is earning profit, as I said earlier. If the profit motive of missing in a transaction, then it cannot be considered as business transaction. For example, goods given in charity are not business activity. No business can survive without earning sufficient profit. So business is always done here for earning profit. So if this profit motive is missing somewhere, suppose you are doing charity somewhere, you're simply giving or giving donations or giving some goods as charity at some old age houses, okay, or some places, orphanages. So all these activities simply you are doing for your psychological satisfaction. So this is not business, because you are not earning any kind of profit. So if money is not generating, then you cannot call it as an economic activity. Okay, so this is not business, because if you do business, you will be doing it for profits. The next point is uncertainty or risk. Another important feature of business is that it is always involving risk in it. Now here another important feature of business is the presence of risk factor in the transaction. There's always possibility of losses. It is not certain that a businessman will always earn adequate profit, as market condition may change. Customer taste may change. There may be strike in the business owns factory, and all these can lead to loss. So in business transaction there is always an element of risk involved. So if we'll talk about any type of business, it definitely involves a risk. What is risk? Suppose you have sold some product to someone on credit. Now if that person goes bankrupt, now he is not having any kind of money to give it to you. In this case, what will happen? You are not going to get your money. So this is the risk, because you already sold him on credit. Now it is not possible to recover that amount. So this is your loss. Similarly, if the businessman is not earning adequate profits because there are market conditions which tend to change or taste of the customer change. Suppose you are running a leather shoe factory, and what happened, the taste of the customer changed from leather shoes to sport shoes, synthetic based. Now all in this case, what you are going to do with your existing machinery? You will not be able to make or produce because there is no demand for your product. Now, unfortunately, you will have to sell your existing machinery and you will have to purchase the other technology. But this will be your loss, because the machinery which you are going to sell in the market, it is going to be an outdated technology which can give you losses. So sometimes it happens in the market that business run into losses. So it involves lot of risk. There is one good example of risk of fire. If you are doing any kind of business and suppose the fire strikes out in your company and all the goods are burned, in this case, this is also a risk. Earthquake comes, flood comes. So all these natural calamities are also a risk on the business. Okay, so all type of business always involves risk. Depend on the market conditions, especially demand for your product, competitors in the market. All this involves business risk. That's why business is called as risky. Now the fifth point, multiple objective of business. Now what is the objective? Objective means the purpose or your goal of the company in long term. Suppose today in your position, a very good position, and where you want to take your company. For reaching that goal, you make targets, you set targets. These targets are your objective which you want to achieve. Okay, so let us understand what are these objective all about. We will try to cover it in this video itself. Now objectives are the end toward which all the activities of business are directed, that is target. These goals establish the guides the effort of the company. As far as possible, businessmen must set a specific objective. Objective should not be set up in general terms. For example, the specific objective of the firm can be increase in sale by 10% in 1 year time, whereas general objective can be increase in sale. So when we say that you want to become a ranker of the class, so what is that thing for you? When you say a statement like this, what is the meaning of it? That you want to become a topper or you want to become a ranker? What are you trying to say here? Here you simply just trying to give a comment. So this is just a goal. But here when you give it a specific number, that I will have to achieve this much number, then I will be called as ranker. Suppose you have set a target for you that 95% you want to achieve. Now this is the target. Now all the activities of yours as a student, it will be directed towards achieving that particular objective. Then only you will reach the goal. So goal is just a statement. But for achieving that goal, you set objectives. I hope this is clear. There's difference between goals and objectives of the company. Now the businessmen always have multiple objectives. They cannot follow only one objective. All objectives are important, but the most important objective of every business is earning profit. So we already discussed it. Now what are the different types of objective? We are going to see that. Earning profit is a very important and the prime objective of the business, but it cannot be the sole or only objective of business. The business objective may be classified broadly into three categories, that is economic objective, social objective and human objective. So let us discuss the first one, economic objective. Economic objective, what is economic objective? Let us go through it. Economic objective is here. Now here as a business is an activity, economic activity. So the most important objective of the business are economic objectives. So here when you say about a company or a business, the most important one are economic objective. Company always want this thing, economic objective. Now there are three categories in it. Survival, every business want to survive. Second, profit. Every business want to earn as much as profit as possible. Third, growth. Growth will be happening in future. So these aspects a company wants to have, and this is called as economic objective from the business points of view. Okay. Now survival. Let us discuss. The basic objective of every organization is to survive and exist in the competition market for a long time. It is only possible when it is able to cover its cost and earn profit. So what is the meaning of survival? When you want to survive and you know there are so many competitors out there in the market. If you say about Hindustan Unilever, a company is there in India. So there is ITC, its competitor. Godrej is there. There are different types of company, Britannia, Parleys, Patanjali. There are so many companies making the similar kind of products in the market. Now what happens? These are competitors. So what is the first thing if you're running a business? What is the first thing will be in your mind? To survive in the market. You don't want to put a lock at the gate of your company. Okay. So for that, what you have to do? You'll have to cover the cost. Suppose you're investing 1 lakh rupees, then you will have to sell the product in the market, and at least this 1 lakh rupees which you already invested, at least that 1 lakh rupees should come back to you. Enough sales should be done so that that 1 lakh rupees which you have invested in machinery or raw material, that should come back to you. Then you can say that I will be able to survive because you have got back your investment. If it doesn't work out that you are not getting profit, that doesn't matter, still you can get that amount which you have got 1 lakh rupees, you can reinvest into your business in some other activity. Okay, so here survival means taking out the cost. Second, profit. The most important objective of every organization is earning adequate profit. Profit is essential for survival, growth and expansion of business. Profit is reward given to the businessman for bearing the risk. So here every business want to make profit. Earning adequate amount of profit is very important. Every business want to achieve a growth in future. For that profit they need, and it is important for a company to earn profits in order to survive. They want to sustain, and then growth should be there and expansion should be there in future. So profit is an important element. The third one is growth, and growth is actually dependent on this profit. Okay, so growth means business organization must grow and expand their activities. I will give you a good example for this. The success of any organization is measured by the growth rate And growth is measured in terms of sales, number of branches, number of product, number of employees, etc. Now what is growth? Suppose today one company is there. Okay, now after 1 year it has established one branch in Mumbai. In the third year it has having one more branch in Gujarat. In different state they are increasing their number of branches. Similarly, in the beginning, suppose they were producing 10 products. Now today they are having 100 products launched under their brand name. So number of products will increase, number of branches will increase, and similarly when the number of branches will increase, you will need more employees, the number of employees will also increase. So then you can say that the company is achieving its growth, and then a company becomes a big entity. So economic objectives are the most important for any business. Okay. Okay, so that's all for this video. We'll be continuing in the next lecture. Till then, thank you.